I hate my wife, I hate my kid, I hate my life. This is an interesting Reddit thread I want to share with you all today. So sit and relax while I read through. This particular man is trying to get things off his chest. And if I had not seen I hate my wife, I might think this is coming from a regretful mother, because when it comes to regretful parents, most of the time it's the mothers that share their sorrows and everything online. But now, seeing from a man, I was really interested in this Reddit thread. So the man is 30 years old, the 30 years old dad to a 1-year-old girl. I'm not actually married to a mother, but we've been in a stable relationship for about 4 years, and I just can't handle life anymore. We've had a rough and tiresome relationship with my girlfriend, and before I could end things for good, she got pregnant. So I suck it up for our daughter ever since. She's a nice kid, but extremely energetic and a poor sleeper. So I barely get enough sleep at night because I'm the one that handles the rough parts of raising our kid. Bathing, the feeding, the changing of diapers, the soothing and putting to sleep, etc. I'm tired all the time because of work, raising our kid and enduring the rough treatment from my girlfriend. And honestly, I'm at my mental and physical limit now. My body aches horribly when waking up in the mornings, and since I'm working from home, I care for our girl 24/7 non-stop. I've been having really nasty thoughts lately about all this, wishing to run away, wishing I've never met my girlfriend, wishing our baby was never born. I want to believe it's just the stress and sleep deprivation. I went to different therapies in hopes of finding some way to endure all this, but it was no help. Just hope I can endure this until my grows up to a point, his daughter grows up to a point where I can leave my girlfriend and care for our daughter separately. Sorry for the long pause. I needed to vent, and maybe anyone who reads has gone through something similar and found anything that helps. What is your take on this? You know what? The first thing that came to my mind, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was, if this was a woman ranting, yes, on Reddit, people might not bounce on her because Reddit is like a place where you just go and throw away your sorrows, go and just rant and get things off your chest and say some things you cannot even say to somebody in person. But outside Reddit, probably maybe TikTok, Instagram, sometimes YouTube, and a mother is saying, I hate my car, I hate my child, I hate my husband, I hate my life, people will bounce on her. Society will say you are very ungrateful. People are looking for this child and you have one and you're saying you hate them. Some people might even say, government should just take the child away from this woman because she can unalive her child at any time. And speaking from this man, he's a stay-at-home dad, and so men might also come and be like, a woman is supposed to be natural, nurturing and all of that, stay at home and take care of your child, and staying at home is not really a work. They always come for women that say stuff like this. So now that I saw that this is coming from a man, and I'm now like, okay, maybe if things change, if men are switching it, or things are switching, let the women go out to work and let the men be stay at home dad. Let's see if people are going to be giving birth. Because these men, they can't stand it. It's because he's the one being with the child 24/7 non-stop, is feeling that they have a child. He cannot stand there. And if it was the other way around, probably is the woman that is always at home and she's complaining, you can be like, okay, I never wanted to marry you. We are still together because you were pregnant. You can just make her feel stupid and everything. But then let me see what other people have to say. But then I would like to know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. I want to offer you some love. It's good you're venting your feelings. I don't think telling someone what they're feeling is wrong will help change anything. So my guess is your first step is gonna be finding a way to sit with yourself, or even a second every day, and tell those scared, exhausting and angry parts of yourself that they are okay to be feeling what they feel. Don't focus on forcing yourself to love anyone. Just leave space for it to show up. I'm sure you do love your kid, but are just too tired to reach out. I think my dad resented me and my sister growing up, and I don't think he really wanted to be a dad. He sacrificed his whole life for us, and I wish he hadn't. We were financially secure, which is no small thing, but having him so upset all the time messed me and my sister up royally. I would have rather he found a way to take care of himself, even if it meant our parents didn't stay together. I think my parents would have been pretty great separately, but together they made each other crazy, and that was terrible to growing up. Put on your oxygen mask first so you can take care of your kid. If therapy doesn't help, maybe you can find a men's group or 12 group for dysfunctional families or something. I think that the child is just a year old. Yes, trying to a child, see, taking care of a child is not easy, and if they're just growing, you're exhausted, especially if you don't want it. And some people be like, having a child is a blessing. It can only be a blessing to you if you want it, if that is what you want in life. But if that is not what you want, just find yourself in this situation. It's not going to be like a blessing. It's going to be like a curse to you. And someone else says, I don't think you hate your child. I think you have your situation in having to care for her full time. It sounds like you hate her. I don't think shouldn't say things like that about your 1-year-old child. You brought her into this world and she only gets one opportunity as a child. Try your best. It's all you can do. If it's an unhealthy situation with the mom, then lose her. Along with this, I can tell you from having raised 2 kids that the first time here is particularly challenging. You're basically working with a little eating, pooping, crying, and sleeping machine that hasn't developed the ability to give you a whole lot of feedback other than looking cute. Soon you get to see a glimpse of what their personality are. They start babbling, talking, becoming more mobile. There are so many great things right around the corner. Just hang in there and definitely communicate with your girlfriend and let her know that you're feeling low and could really use some support. Okay, I'm impressed by the comments I'm seeing here because as I say, Reddit is a good place to rant. I feel like if this was on TikTok, they're gonna yap the man anyway. So basically what they're trying to tell him is more like what they would tell a woman that comes to just get things off their chest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read just 1 or 2 comments, but if you want to read more, you can pause and read them so that I don't have to read so much. So this one says, sometimes staying with someone is worse for the child than leaving. There are plenty of families that are doing well even though separated. Sometimes staying with someone does more harm than good, and honestly your girlfriend sounds like she's bringing you down. You only have one life to live, and separating from your girlfriend may be better for the child after all. It's just something to consider. Just want to add to this with my own situation. My ex-wife and I were not a good match, where we enabled each other worst habits. We had 3 kids together, but the time we spent together, we made bad choices. I was loyal, but I think she not ended it. We would have ended up homeless. About 10 years ago, I met my wife and we merged our 3 kids with mine. The whole time I pushed myself to improve my life. We both got better jobs, went to school. But all the time I had animosity to my ex because of how things ended. Then about 2 years ago, things changed. My ex got pregnant, did not want the father involved and asked for our help. The cry for help forced us to get past pain and work. We are cooperating better and it's far healthier for the kids. So yeah, as the original post said, he didn't want to marry her. Like, she's practically not even his wife, just girlfriend, and it's just with her because she's pregnant. And I feel like he really loves his child, because most men would just, leave the child and say, you know what, I'll be sending you money. I don't want to be involved in the child's life. But for him to still be there and decides to be at home, and okay, most men won't do that. You all know that most of the time it's the women that take the full responsibility. But then if his relationship with the girlfriend is not okay, it should just end there. But what I'm trying to say, now that he is feeling something like that, if he sees a post like this on Instagram, on TikTok or anything, it will not be quick to judge the women, because it's normal for you to feel exhausted emotionally when you're raising your child, especially if you don't want it. Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. What is your take? What do you have to say? Kindly put your thoughts. Opinion or suggestion are accepted if you put them down respectfully. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.